Welcome back, friendly ghosts. We're 10 days away from the 30th or 20th anniversary of Legend of Dragoon. 10 days away. Let me check. Oh, actually, it's November the 23rd right now as I'm recording this, so I guess we're 9 days away. So we're 9 days away from the 20th anniversary, and I figured to celebrate this, and I figured I'd just do another playthrough of Legend of Dragoon. So I'm gonna do another playthrough of LOD. I'm gonna start from scratch, and I'm gonna try to finish it before December the 2nd, because that's going to be the big day. You know, and I'm not sure if I can pull this off. I know I could beat the game like in one sitting if I wanted to, but it's a whole different ball game when you're talking about adding recording to the process, and then, you know, because my computer was nerfed, man. It was nerfed in season 11, man, and it ain't never been the same. It can't hold that much gigabytes, so I'm gonna have to really try to figure a way to make this happen, because 10 days or 9 days technically, it's not looking like it's going to be possible for me, because I'm gonna play about for 1 hour each session, you know, and in 9 days, that's, you know, that's really pushing it. That's not going to be possible. The speed run record for this is 10 hours and 50 minutes. So we'll see. I could pull out one of my other saves where I could I have like a new game plus save, and I could definitely beat the game a lot quicker with that, but it wouldn't be fun. Or maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll pull that out and we'll just do a lot of experimenting, and I'll just give like a walkthrough of how to approach each enemy and do all this other crazy gibberish. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that real quick. Give me 1 second to set up. Hope everyone's having a good day, a good and ripe day, and let's get into it. Alright, so I should be all matched up and good and ready to go. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I want to do a new game plus playthrough. That's going to be the only way I'm going to be able to beat the game. But if I do new game, I can't use new game plus, because then I wouldn't be able to get the intro. Alright, so we're gonna start from scratch. Alright, well, let's do it. I'm gonna do a different type of playthrough. I'm gonna do like a solo with a certain character. I don't know which character yet. This is gonna be a solo, but I'm thinking a solo with Shauna is gonna be tough, because he starts off a bit slow, and she's gonna take a lot of hits, and she's gonna need a lot of assistance to really get herself going. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a Rose solo. Maybe this will be a Rose solo, and I'll try to get as far as I can. I don't know if I want to do any challenge with it. Here's the intro. Should I shut up for this, or have you guys seen this enough on my channel? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a solo with Rose, but also with Dart. So it's gonna be Dart and Rose. It's gonna be a duet. And I'm also thinking it's gonna be no item stops again, because that's kind of the only way to make it tougher without being so overly complicated and convoluted. Just don't go to item stops and you're good. You're practically playing Resident Evil Dragoon Edition at that point.
Great Commander, this way.
Oh, it looks so good with the M cables. Can't y'all see the difference? I could definitely see the difference.
So this is her.
Have you guys noticed that with some certain news sites, where it's like some news outlets are, they like intentionally leave out this game's name, like they keep it out of their mouths.
Is this really necessary?
It is His Majesty, Emperor Dole's command.
Like, I'm trying not to talk over this.
Who is she?
Who is he?
Your concern.
Yeah, like certain news outlets, they just refuse to mention this game, even when it's clear as day. Like I just randomly read one news article today because I was like, well, I haven't heard anything in a while, so I just, you know, just for the heck of it. And they were talking about that tweet from Blue Point again, and they was mentioning all these games, and you know, there's like, oh, these are the games that are being referred about, you know, Metal Gear Solid, Demon Souls, Siphon Filter, you know, basically those type of games. There's like one other game that I can't think of. It was like, oh, these are the type of games that they were rumored to be remaking, you know, out of that tweet that they made that had so many Legend of Dragoon references in it. And it was like, man, why do they news outlets just refuse to mention this game? There's no way that they can even look at that tweet and not see one mention of this game. There's no way they can look at it and say, and not see it. You know, it's clear as day there. People see it, everybody sees it except for them. So it's just funny to me how they just ignore this game like it doesn't exist. And allow me to rant for 1 second. Who in their right mind wants Siphon Filter remake? Who in their right mind wants that? Does anybody want Siphon Filter? Honestly, I feel like if anybody, no, hold on, let me collect my thoughts. I feel like if Siphon Filter is the game that is going to get remade, then I feel like we failed as a video game society. Right? We have failed as a culture. If that is the big remake, we failed. No ifs, no buts. Nobody in their right mind wants Siphon Filter. So it's beyond me why that is even being considered. Right? I mean, do any of you want Siphon Filter? You want that remade? Is that anything that you really want? In your heart of hearts, do you want Siphon Filter? I feel like that's not Blue Point style, honestly. I can't see Blue Point making Siphon Filter. I don't see that in their, you know, their approach. I don't see that as them. It's not, it doesn't add up. So I can't see that. I can't see why other people see that. It's beyond me, and I hope that it stays beyond me and forever with whoever that's with, and with nobody else. What a monster is coming! Yeah, man, I mean, Siphon Filter is cool, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Siphon Filter. I played on the demo, you know, I enjoyed it very much, very much. But is that a game that you want to be completely remade in this day and age? Aren't there so many Siphon Filters out there already? Is that something that you really want? Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. So I didn't think I was gonna open this with the with the rant, but oh well. You know, life is life. let me know if you guys like this like new style of video that I'm going to be doing, or that I'm going to try, where I'm just going to be start up like some music and talking about it and just chilling for a bit. You know, if you guys like that, if you guys like the longer videos, then this is what it's going to be. I'm just going to chill out for a bit, then we're going to just get into it, and we're just going to, you know, it's going to be a bit more story driven, I guess you could say. A bit more build up. But yeah, I can't honestly see why Siphon Filter is even, you know, something that people think is going to happen. If that happens, then I'll eat my own foot. Alright, so these guys, they're just trying to kill this old man right here. Our main guy, Dark, he just showed up late to his village. Alright, and you gotta take care of business. Gotta give out some biscuits. Alright, so this first fight, let me try to get in my walkthrough mode. Trying to do this live, I always miss out on some information, so that's going to be different. I like to calculate my words and get everything out that I want to get out. So this fight, now you can't really predict which one is going to go first, but one of the main strats that I use when I play through the game is, there is a turn order, obviously, but I try to manipulate the turn orders. For say, like, if the guy on the right were to take the next turn, I would try to take him out right now, and then there will be a chance that I could get an extra turn and take out this guy without taking any damage. But I don't know who's going to attack first, so I'm going to just take a gamble. And, you know, see what happens. He's probably going to get a turn anyway, because, yeah, there's some situations where you can get away with doing that. And that's my approach with trying to minimize taking damage, and that's how you can do, you know, no item shop runs, and you can do stuff like that. It's just to help you, you know, you gotta think layers deeper than just attacking the enemy. You gotta think layers deeper, you know. Look beyond the front page and discover the back pages. You'll find some wonders that you never knew existed. Alright, one of the biggest things that I would want is just to have an X button that does itself. I'm having to press the X button to make the text scroll. I really wish I didn't have to do that. It's a lot easier in the Japan version. The Japan, I always stutter with my J's. Japan, because the text rolls way quicker with the Japanese text. So that's nice, but you know. Alright, so next we have the commander coming up. Let me try to get in my gameplay mode and just try really just give out some hints. So this next fight is going to be a 3-on-1. Come on, watch. Shut up, watch. It's going to be a 3v1. Now, there are two ways you can approach this fight. If you take out one of the guards, then the other guard will run away. And then you only have to deal with the commander. Or if you take out the commander first, then you can make both of the I forget what they're called, the soldiers, you can make both of them run away. You know, in the end, you take about the same amount of damage with either approach. It just depends on how fast you can take the commander out. But I'm gonna try to take the commander out first. I'm gonna use my items. I'm gonna try to use some turn manipulation if I can. And I'll see what I can do with this. I'm not like a master of Legend of Dragoon or anything, but I have a creative mind and I have a pretty decent understanding of how everything works. They got a first turn like a nincompoop cheater. Twice, okay, well, that actually works in my favor. So I could probably get 2 turns in on the commander real quick. Let me smash. Alright, 13. Alright, I think another burnout would probably take care of him. Oh, I don't even need a burnout. Alright. So that's the quick way to deal with it. Oh, I get another turn, okay. I could have guarded and got some health back, but I guess it really just doesn't matter. So yeah, that's one way to deal with that fight. You get it over as quick as possible. Yeah, I really like playing games where there's like a, you know, there's a casual way to play it. You know, there's a straightforward way to play it. It's nothing too complicated. You know, you just do what the game presents with you, what it tells you to do. You know, it's the meta of how you will play the game, and then beyond that, there are different layers of how you can manipulate through the system, how you can manipulate the fights, how you can take advantage of the fights. And I really love doing that. And I could get some health against the master. I could, if I wanted to, you could just get some guard health just by playing against the master, you know. But I don't really think that's necessary, so I'm just gonna skip out on that. We're running on a time limit here, so gotta try to beat the game before 9 days pass up. It's gonna be rough. It would be so much easier if I could just play for more than 1 hour, but my computer is like it only has 76 gigabytes. Hope I say that right. I'm like computer illiterate, so I have to really manage. I have an excuse me. Yeah, I have an inventory limit of my gigabytes, so I gotta strategize how I tackle that. And for some reason, Windows Movie Maker, which I use for editing all my videos, it has this weird thing where it's like if you're even close to the amount of storage space that you have left, it will say something like, well, the estimated size of your video is going to be, 50 gigabytes, and then it's like, you cannot export this video because you need to clear out some space. Alright, I was like, really, this video is going to take up 50 gigabytes? Like, in what world? So it's like, well, we can save this video for you, but we will have to reduce the quality. So I'm like, alright, I'm just going to go through everything in my computer, all my adult video files, all of my nudes, all of my, all my lawsuits. I'm going to go through all of them, all my criminal records, history. Bam, I'm going to go through all of it, delete it. So I can save this one video. I save the video, it comes out, it's like 1 gigabyte. I'm like, really? 1 gigabyte? Alright then. So this is the most important tutorial in the game. A lot of people will skip out on this tutorial. I'm going to actually use the item shop to get charm potions. Charm potions are very valuable if you're going for speed. They're really the only items that you need. And they're very convenient, see? So this is the most important tutorial because it teaches you about the magic system. It teaches you, basically, it teaches you how to deal damage. And a lot of people will skip this tutorial thinking that, well, I don't need it. I know how to use items. How hard could it be? It's not hard. It's just something that you would benefit from learning. So basically there are, I don't know all the elements. There's like 7 elements, I think. Probably 8. Don't crucify me. I know I shot the sheriff, but you licked him, so we all lay in our own beds. Yours was the dumbest, so I'm gonna go to the volcano real quick. Volcano sounds good. I'm gonna get a heal potion, do some pottery, and we're gonna go across this. Forget to use the charm potion, that's part of the strat, definitely. So yeah, there are like 8 elements, and 6 of them have a opposite traction effect. Alright, they 69 each other all day long. You know, some of them 99 each other. And basically, the colored tags on these enemies, like his tag is green, you know, he's a green assassin cock. Green is the color of wind. And the 69 of counter. The 69 of wind is earth, which is brown. And so in order to get them to 69 each other, you have to use a element based attack. And when you do that, when you get the opposite, that's on the offensive end, it doubles the damage that you deal. Alright, so that's a big difference. You know, it's a very, very big difference in helping you deal damage. And when you use the same type of element, then that's when they 9-9 each other. Sometimes they 6-6 each other. And if you're really unlucky, you might just get a third 6 in there. You know, those are... What's that dog's name in 101 Dalmatians? Wasn't there like an evil dog? Screw it. What's that guy's name from the Powerpuffs? That flamboyant guy who looks like Dennis Rodman, but he's like red. I always thought he was Dennis Rodman, and that was probably the creepiest part to me. I'm like, goddamn Chicago Bulls, leave me alone. You know, what did Utah do to deserve this? I didn't care about Utah. I was a Jordan fan all the way. Not really a Jordan fan. He wasn't in my time frame. But I do have some Jordan cards. I have a Jordan card that's like in a aluminum, like titanium. You know what I'm talking about? That little like plastic thing. There's like it glimmers and simmers in it. I have that. I have a Jordan card in that, but it's kind of scratched up, so it's probably not worth Jack Diddley squat. But it's cool. I kept it in my folder for like years and years. So I didn't even realize it. Well, it's cool to know that I have something Michael Jordan related. You know, from that time period, from 1996 or 1997, I think. I have the game. I can't look at it right now, but it's the finals game against Utah. Yeah, it's really cool. Carmelo Anthony finally came back. Alright, second game. His second game was a lot better than his first game. His first game was pretty much a disaster. It started off cool, but then it just went downhill. He is still slow as can be. You know, he's a liability on defense. And I don't remember him being this much of a liability on defense, but he's just not in shape. He's not in game shape. He can't keep up with the speed of today's game. And that's kind of the most worrisome part of me, because I really, really like Melo. He's one of my favorite players. After Vince Carter, there's Carmelo, then there's Steph Curry, then there's D Rose, and you know the list. I can go on and on. Stephon Marbury. You know, I got a lot of favorite players, a lot of players that aren't really, you know, common. Devin Harris, Brook Lopez, Jason Kidd, you know, that's a lot more common. J Kidd, props up to him. You know, he was one of the best point guards to ever do it, but you don't ever hear his name in the media all that much. What does Jason Kidd got to do to get some respect on his name? They never put him up there in the best point guard discussion anymore. They just pretend like he doesn't exist and put that coaching slab. You know, oops, I spilled my cup of water. Oh, you know, they just mix that up and say, oh, he was a terrible coach. Dow, he was a terrible, terrible coach. He never gonna get another coaching job again. You know, they just throw that up there. They're like, oh, that's that Jason Kidd, that little goofball. Oh, what a disgrace. You know, I'm like, come on, man. Come on, Cletus. You can't just disregard J Kidd like that. One of the best PGs, not just the best PGs, one of the best players to ever do it, to ever lube the boots up. That too, and many more, I'm sure. Yeah, man. Melo, he's not really keeping up with the speed of the game. That's one thing that I'm noticing so far. You know, he's just getting left in the dust, left and right, backdoor cuts, you know, single him out in the pick and roll. He can't keep up with the defender one-on-one. He's fouling people because he can't keep up. He's losing track of assignments. He can't hustle back on the closeouts. You know, and it's disheartening because I want him to stay in the league, but I honestly, I can't justify, or if I can't justify saying that, you know, he's really helping the team out. I'm sure he can find his role. They could try to mix his role in really good, but you know, it's just a matter of finding the right type of skittles. So this guy, I'm just gonna hit him twice. I'm gonna intentionally fail the addition, and I probably could have got another hit in. Basically, once you get fighters near half health, yeah, I don't know if my volcano's strong enough. It's not strong enough, so I should have just finished the volcano. But yeah, when you get them to half health, they do stuff like this. They get like a different moveset. I've name branded to like a desperation type of attack, and they'll just continuously do it. Some won't continuously do it. Some will actually do it at the start of a battle, but that's more of a rarity. It's more of a rarity, but for the majority of them, when you get them near yellow or at yellow or below yellow or even in the red, they gain access to a different moveset that will often be a lot harder hitting or a lot more devastating to you. Status effects, instant KOs, the whole 9 yard, you know. Biscuits on deck, no butter, no lubricant. You know, they just rough it out like that. So what I do, I try to intentionally avoid putting them in that state. Sometimes by just intentionally failing an addition or whatever have you, and then I'll lower them as much as I can without putting them over the half-life mark. And afterwards, I would go in for a stronger attack that would finish them off in one swoop, so I don't have to deal with it. You know, or if I get lucky and I have the proper teammates to do it, I'll go with the planning the turn routes and try to, you know, manipulate the turn patterns to get them on the whoop around. Get them when they turn in the corner. They think it's safe to come out, then you hit them with that whoop. You know, get them before they get a turn. Alright, so we get in Sir Lavitz in. It's going to be a 3v2. I feel like a color commentator who who was put on the spot without warning. Doesn't know what he's talking about, but he just got to fill the air time. Alright, so it's going to be a 3v2. I don't really have any strats for this. I'm not a speedrunner. I'm sure a speedrunner has their own like ways to deal with it. They have like these numbers that they look at. They're like, oh, well, the numbers say, you know, random generator. Look, God bless, he's gonna be on this pattern. You know, they'd be like calculating it all down to the nitty gritty. Like, well, you listen to Detox today, he's gonna be extra aggressive. No, but I can only just give you the eye test. That eye test, we can just visually see things, and you just have this experience level of expertise, and you just go with the flow bite like that. And that's just my style. I'm all about the aesthetics. The hell is I'm talking about? You know what I mean. I'm all about just seeking through it and just going with the flow. Alright, so they get the first turn. If I get a turn, I'm going to target the middle one now. If I get a turn. Alright, so now I'm going to focus my entire team. Not on this one. This guy is going to get the next turn, so I'm going to focus my entire attack on this guy. Then Lavis is going to take him out. Then hopefully Dart will get another turn. And we can start railing on the next guy before they get a turn. It's not going to happen. but Dart's gonna get this turn. Not gonna happen. Okay, so it was worth the shot. So now, if I were to attack the Warden in the middle, Lavish is so slow, he's not gonna get the next turn. So instead, I'm gonna attack the guy on the right. That way Lavish will get enough time to pick up on the turn. And he won't hit us with that electric bolt. Sound good? Lavish, way to just pick up a turn when I didn't expect you to. But I guess this works out even better, because now maybe this guy won't get this turn before Lavish. Maybe. I could be wrong. Nah, it worked out. Harpoon! Alright. Mr. Slambert. Slambert on the ramparts for the damn skirts. Ready to depart all the foes in the ambers. Burning them alive with no surprise to campers. Finna beat this game in 9 days and get that remake Slender. Yeah. That's a weird word to rhyme. The Anders. Speaking of Anders, I don't know if I have anything regarding Anders, but damn, what's this dude's name? He's in the NFL. It's not Barry Sanders. What's his name? Deion Sanders. That's one guy who I was like, I imitated this dude so much as a kid that I just completely forgot it my entire life. That I just emulated a lot of the things he did. He has this like touchdown dance that I always do this dance, you know, just for the randomest things. Where I just like skip, you know, hop on the next foot, skip, you know. I would always do this dance, like, and I was like, man, why do I do this? Where did I get this from? And just like a few weeks ago, I looked up, like, I was trying to look up Barry Sanders, but I ended up putting up Deion Sanders. And I saw that dance, I was like, wait a minute, this is me. I'm like, yo, was this guy one of my favorite players? And I didn't even realize it until 20 years later. Holy shit! Alright, this is gonna be a one-on-one fight. He's gonna be a real doozy. We're gonna murk him, we're gonna serve him, and then we're gonna hit him with the medulla. That medulla is the stick. And the ula, well, that's the place where the stick will be lodged. Alright. Get that counter out of there. I'm not even gonna look at this. You can really tell the distance by the sound cues or just experience. You know, it's really not that hard. It's just dealing with the delay will make it harder for you. You know, if you're that unfortunate to play it on a PlayStation 3, like me. I don't feel that much delay right now, though. I guess it's maybe I'm close enough where it's not delaying me. So I'm not going to go downstairs and get the armor piece for Shauna because it's not really necessary. One of the best setups for Shauna is coming up in a town that's going to be way later, and is by far going to be the most OP setup in the entire game. If you get lucky. Wait, no, you don't. Okay, here's the thing. Shauna has a setup with a thing called the Angel's Robe. You get that later in this disc. When you get the Angel Robe, there's a chance that it will revive her from being KO'd. Active KO, like if she gets KO'd. Well, yeah, there's only active KOs. Like, this is not a game where you can get KO'd and go into the next battle, and your player will still be knocked down. If you get KO'd, then they'll be revived with 1 HP. So basically, I just went into this fight without healing. Well, actually, I got the heal. Nice. So basically, when Shauna gets KO'd and she has the angel robe on, it gives her a chance to revive. I don't know what percentage it is. It's maybe about 40%, maybe 30% chance of revival. And it does its job, you know. It does its job, you know. It's a luck-based ordeal. And you give that to Shauna because basically there's no armor that's going to be valuable enough to her where she takes a hit and she'll be able to tank it. You know, there's no way she's going to tank any physical hit. So you might as well just forget about planning for that. You know, build her for her strengths. Her strengths are healing. You know, or at least for me. You know, maybe you find out some secret strat with her. I didn't pay attention to see who went first, so I'm gonna just attack a guy on the right. Yeah, so her strength is not her physical natures. And so when you give her angel's robe, you get an item later on in the game that's called the Holy Ankh, and that revives you at a given chance, similar to the angel's robe. And when you combine those two, now you're dealing with a character who will almost always revive every time they get KO'd. You know, so that's the secret strat with Shauna. You don't want to go with physical defense with her, you just want to be more gimmicky. Oh, nice, he didn't target me, so I could use Lavis on this other... Nah, because he's not going to KO him. If Lavis was doing 9 damage, then I would consider it. Yeah, but basically what I was getting at with that is that the only way you can get the Holy Ankh is by making it to disc 3. However, if you're playing on the Japan, I stuttered that J again, Japan. If you play on the Japan version, there's a chance you can get that ring before disc 3. And you can get that, I believe, by playing the minigame that they took out for the international release. Because you have to have the pocket station in order to use it. And when you use the pocket station, you get a lot of rare items, or you can get some rare items. I got some rare items. I got the Holy Ankh on mine, on my PS Vita. So I'm on like disc 2, and I got the Holy Ankh with Shauna, and I got her with the Angel's Robe, and you know, she's a beast. So yeah, there's that. It could be a random drop, and I'm just forgetting about it. I'm not too sure, but I believe it was the minigame with the bosses antique shop. So yeah, that's a difference in the Japan version, is you can get items before your actual time in the game's arc, you know. So automatically, and this is going to be a spoiler, automatically the ability to use the Holy Ankh makes Miranda a better fighter than Shauna, because by the time you get that, you can no longer have Shauna in your party. So basically it's just like character evolution. God dang it, I hit the wrong button. I was mashing. I'm a masher. Dang it, I wasn't looking. Alright. 7 to the middle guy. 7 to the middle guy. Nice, I hit the right one. Nice. I'm just gonna... kidding. I don't want to see the whole animation. Alright, so the right. I think we could take out the left. If Dart is fast enough. No, Dart just went. Dang it, I forgot. Dang, I got hit with one. It's not bad. Glad it's a tank. Lab is a tank. He'll tank. Missed this one on purpose. Just to get it over with as fast as possible. Alright, so now we get Shauna. Shauna, I don't know if we have any items. Maybe I should use item shops. Maybe I should. I think that I'm gonna use item shops this time. I think so. I don't know. I'm conflicted. My internal struggles. I want to make the game as hard as possible for me, but at the same time, I want to beat this game. You know, in the allotted time. You know, because you never know. There could be a remake coming around the corner. There could be a remaster coming around the corner. Not likely. Don't get your hopes up. I don't have any hope for that. There's no hope. No hope at all. You know, so don't even think about that. Just let me speak randomly in my hopeful demeanor and let me dream that it's a possibility. That would be cool though. That would be so sick. I'll be so sick. So sick, but don't break my heart. Yeah, I sound like a bleeding goat in the throat. My fault. I'm doing alright so far. 43 minutes. I could be going faster. I could be going way faster. I don't know what I just picked up. Was that just gold? I should be paying attention. I shouldn't be talking this much. Shut up. Shut it. Alright, so if I use items, got slipping. If I use items, I can make this go 1,000 times quicker. If I buy items, I mean. I think I'm gonna buy items just so I can like. Yeah, I'm gonna buy items because it's definitely gonna go faster, and I want to showcase the strengths. The strengths without restraining myself. Alright, so all those challenge things I said before, just disregard them. There's going to be no challenge here. The only challenge is that I'm probably not going to save as much. So there's that. So there's that. Get down. Flugel. His name is Flugel. Even the people of his country are afraid of him. Alright, so this is the first real boss fight of the game. The strat here. Let me invent it right now on the spot. The strat here, I usually play like the middle to late game version for my save files. I don't really play the beginning all that much. But the strat here is that if you attack Frugal with magic, he will power up a lot of the times. So we just target this guy on the right. You know, he looks like a Susan. Oh wow, first turn I use a fire spell. That's nice, RNG. Alright, Shauna, can you take this guy out with no regard for human life? She can, in her booty shorts. Alright, so Lavis is gonna get the next slobber knocker. Or Shauna. I forgot she was there for a moment. I honestly forgot she was there. Might as well heal up because Frugal's not gonna attack. We'll just heal up for a bit. Frugal's currently inactive in this fight. He can't do anything other than sit there. So it's just us against this lonely guard. And you saw that little pause, that hiccup. I think that was Frugal's turn. But he can't do anything, so it was just wasted. So we're going to try to intercept that turn and get as much damage in on Frugal before he calls in his little slackies. Slackies. So we're going to wait for that next pause. This is probably right here. I think that was it. If it wasn't it, I'm going to be a bit upset. So we're going to spark him out. And he's probably going to power up. But hopefully not. Before he gets these biscuits. Hopefully not before he eats these biscuits. I messed that up so bad. I could have got like 240 if I kept up the pace. Darn. Well, he did that and he's gonna call in his lackeys, right, too? No lackeys? No lackeys? Screw your power up, dude. "13's still a good hit. So you can see we really intercepted him on that turn. We really intercepted that ass. We'll use another. Why not? I keep losing my hand on the controller because it keeps slipping. I'm slipping and falling. It can't get up. So we got him into half HP before he even called in his lackeys. You could probably KO him, honestly. If I don't slip the controller out of my hands, I could probably get like 250. I'm like trying to turn the controller away from the mic so it doesn't get too loud. Frugal really is not going to take a single turn this entire fight. Just eating biscuits all day. Not even close on that one. Not even close. Ooh. Frugal didn't get one single turn? Are you serious? So that's that turn manipulation I was talking about. If you manipulated the turns, you can get little gems like that. You know, we waited for him to take his turn where he was inactive in the fight. And we immediately went after his ass. And he got one turn. One turn in all of that. And he didn't even get to use it to attack. That's why Legend of Dragoon is so sick. Wait. Excuse me. So here's another little thing you run into. Is that once you kill one of these senior wardens, the other one is going to power up. So here's a little thing that you can do. I actually wouldn't be useful. I'm gonna lower both of them down. I actually could use that if I really wanted to, but it's not necessary here. But I'll demonstrate that later. It's gonna be a long playthrough. So that guy on the left just went, so we're gonna take this guy out. He's gonna do an all-out attack on everybody in the party, or an AoE attack. Forgive my slang. Alright, he's gonna go down. The other guy's gonna power up if he gets a turn, but we're not gonna let him get a turn. So he's not gonna get a power up. Damn. 244. Alright, so that's turn manipulation 101, I guess you can say that. You're going to be seeing a lot more of that in the playthrough. No doubt, no doubt. And I just beat this at level 3. You usually get like an addition after that fight, I'm pretty sure. I said I was going to do a solo, didn't I? Whatever, I was just going to play like this, play through the game normally. I never played through the game normally. I don't even know what it's like. Every single time I play through Dragoon, I always try to make it harder for myself and add in these little challenges, so this will be refreshing for me to just play through it like a normal human being. I'm not going to get anywhere near close to speed records or speed run time. But I will enjoy myself. That I will, my friends. That I will. Every time I hear this song, do you guys like hear certain songs and you immediately think to like a scene in like something else that's completely unrelated? Every time I hear this theme song play, I think of a Mortal Kombat scene, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. There's a scene where Sindel, you know, Sindel is like the queen of Edenia, like this ancient realm, and she's a queen, and she has a princess named Katana, who's her daughter, obviously. And in the movie, she gets killed, and she gets like revived, and she's like on the evil side. And when they finally find out that she's evil, her daughter is like, "Mother, you're alive." And then her mother, in the most cheesiest way, points at her and she says, "Too bad you will die." And she said it just like that with that pause. So every time I hear that theme song play, I always picture that scene playing out. Because the songs playing they're identical. They don't sound alike, but they have like a similar rhythm to them. And that always puts a smile on my face. Man, it's currently 2:21 a.m. I should probably save the game. Let's save the game. What file am I going to save over though? Volcano Villu? That's the New Game Plus file that I have. I use this file for footage, just random footage. Yeah. I have so many datas being used that I want to keep. Oh, guess I'll get rid of this one. It's number 1. It's number 1. If all goes well, then I'll have another save file with this one to use. Entry, no entry. So we're 55 minutes in. Closing into an hour. I wonder if I'm going to stop at 1 hour, or if I might keep pushing onwards. Maybe I'll get out of the prairie. Maybe I'll try to make it to Basil. I don't know. So there's a little secret down there on the bottom right. There's a little secret cave entrance. not really cave-ins, but it's like a rock formation. There's 100G in the box, a treasure chest. I don't need it, but it's there. You know, it's there if you want it. Man, the basketball gods, they hate the Golden State Warriors this year. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. So they send 2 guards after us after we just completely annihilated like 18 of their guards and their head warden and their senior wardens all at once. Alright, they just send 2 guards after us as if they're going to make any difference. And we're running away from them. Feels bad, man. Alright, here's one of the few times the game puts a puzzle in front of your way. There are countless puzzles in this game, but this is one of the only puzzles where you have to piece it together one by one. And it makes me wonder if they intended for there to be multiple segments like this. You have to piece together that there's a river, then you have to piece together that there's a tree, and then you have to go find something to cut the tree down with, and then you go back to the river, you know, blah blah blah, go back to the tree. So this is the only section in the game where that's a thing. You know, there's a lot of parts in this game where like there's an idea there and you're like wondering, like, this is a thing, you know, how come they never used this more than once? Kind of like the Congo fight where they have him counter your additions if you fail them. That will probably make for a good game mechanic to keep for multiple enemies later in the game. You know, you would think that they would keep that and make it like a legit thing, but instead it's just a one-time thing. And it's like, wow, you put in this entire addition system, you have countermeasures in the game, and you have like this, you know, this elite or this deeper version of a counter, you know, where you don't have to worry about countering, you just have to worry about failing altogether. You know, and it's like, you put it in a game, why don't you have multiple opponents, you know, that punish you for failing? You know, I think that would make for an interesting last dungeon type of enemy, or maybe like a boss fight every now and then. Have the ability to do that, or make it like a percentage chance that it can happen. You know, it's just ideas like that that I feel like maybe they were just limited, that they couldn't put this all across the board, you know. Like maybe they wanted to put this in everywhere, or at least in more places, but the hardware that they were dealing with wouldn't allow them to put it in. So it's just like an oddity in that one area of the game where you're like, oh, this is cool, this is, you know, I have to really watch my back for this. But then you realize like this is the only point in the game where you have to deal with it, and it's like, feels bad, man. It's like feels man. Well, right now we're feels burning, man. Probably ruin this for everyone who's a first time watcher, if you ever even happen to be so unfortunate to stumble across one of my atrocities. I don't know where you went wrong in life, or you stumbled across me, but man, get bent. No, I'm always tender-tongued with dealing out spoilers, dishing out oilers. But if you would allow me to just have a free reign of the tongue, you know, I could really show you the brighter sides of life, you know, and I can really just give you like the finer details. Like this specific scene is a tell for what happens at the very end of the game, you know. So this is like a very big spoiler, or a very big, you know, foreboding type of escapade of artistic values going on here. So basically when the scene fades out, you're going to hear a glowing sound or like a gleaming, you know, jingle. And then you're going to hear like this demonic roar in the backgrounds. Alright, I'm gonna just let it play out. Alright, and that one moment is a spoiler if I were to speak about it at the very end of the game. You know, so I always wanted to just talk about it, but I don't want to spoil everything. I mean, I have my limits for spoilers. But yeah, that's a major event that just happened in that sport, in that cutscene. And I'm going to talk about it in like 5 seconds, so if you don't want to get spoiled, then you better cover your ears and hide your eyes. And alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, I'm not going to do that. Alright, I saw it that time. I saw it. My audio just on the Audacity just froze up. I don't normally catch it, but I caught it that time, and it's like a desyncing issue. So remember that it desynced around 1 hour and 3 minutes. I'm not going to remember that because I'm going to be cutting the video anyway. It's going to be all distorted in time. Feels really bad, man. I need 2 computers, or I need a stronger computer. I need a computer with some abs in it, man. Yeah, this one ain't cutting it. You know, I look at this one and, you know, I try to remember all the good times we had. You know, all the times on, you know, but, you know, right now it's just not the cutting edge for this point in life that I'm in. I'm trying to provide, you know, some entertainments, you know, some contents for the people, for the one person who's just me mostly who watching this channel, and whatever unfortunate ghost who happens to stumble along the way, some unfortunate soul, we will pour some drinks out. I don't know why I speak in plural like that. We, whatever. I forget what I was talking about. You're doing so much talking right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to bail. Just so much talking. Alright, got the axe. Nice. Alright, get the heal. Get the heal. Alright, I'm going to try to make it to bail, but I'm probably going to stop right before we go into the limestone cave. Probably gonna stop before the cave. I don't know, depends on how I feel. If my dublangata is feeling nice and I was about to say flamboyant. There's nothing flamboyant about my Indublagata. My friend Indublagata is fabulous. Alright? I'm gonna use one F word for it. Use the right F word. Alright, so we cut the tree down. Those guys are the biggest idiots I've ever seen. I've always thought that. Even when I was a kid, I was like, these 2 dudes are so dumb. They are so dumb. They're the dumbest people I've ever saw. This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And even till this day, I still feel that way. I still feel that way. And that's probably tainted. That probably tainted my entire feelings towards these 2 characters. That one moment that they try to cut down that tree, you know, and they just, you know, what did they think was going to happen? They thought that they were strong enough to pull the tree down against the way that it was falling. Okay, Guys, I think I can make it through the limestone cave. I think I can do it. Alright, it's my capture card is currently at 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'm feeling like I could do it before 1 hour and 15 minutes. Alright, so let's try to aim for that. We're going to have to deal with the boss fight. We're not going to get into any encounters because I'm going to avoid them all like a pro. But we're going to try to beat that time. I'm going to try to get through all of this. Go up and right, go up and right, go up and right. Go to the right, you little bastard, you. Alright, nice shortcut. Avoid the encounters. Get the bastard sword. Don't equip it now. We don't need to equip it now. Though sometimes when you press pause, you can get like an extra step without boosting your encounter meter, and it can kind of prevent you from getting into battles. We don't need any of that stuff over there. I say that just because I forgot that they were there and I just went past it. Oh no! Slambert! Slambert! No, pull you up. We never find out Shauna's last name. Or actually we do know her last name. Her last name is Teresa. Shauna Teresa. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just made that up. Oh man, I have Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3 is freaking, it's great, man. It's really great. We don't need any of that stuff. I have items. I have items for days. I can use item shops. I don't need to collect them. Feels good, man. Feels alright. Alright. Oop. Might as well use the armor right now while I'm here. Night shield. Give it to 22, 23, 28. Just give it to Shauna. Alright. Charm potion. I'll take it. Alright, it's 108. About to be 109 in like 5 seconds. Alright, so we're gonna have to beat this boss in like no time flat. Alright. Alright, and then we're gonna try to see. I don't think there's really any turn manipulation I can do, but I can tell you that this boss fight is different in the Japan version. A lot of them are, but this one particularly, I'm self-aware enough to talk about it right now at this point in time. So normally what happens is this dude will bite you. He'll bite your head when he's getting ready to transition in between phases, and when he'll bite your head, he'll take another turn after that. Immediately after that, you can never get a turn in between that bite. So he'll bite you, and then he'll do like his nostril spray on the entire party. I don't know why I took a tournament dart right there instead of using a magic. Okay, it's about to be 1 on 10. So he'll bite your head, and then he'll use his nostril cannon. But in the Japan version, he'll bite your head twice, and then he'll do his nostril cannon. Oh yeah. Yeah, so in the Japan version, he bites you twice. So he gets 3 turns every time. There's nothing you can do about it. And that's a big difference, you know. He gets an you know, that move right there. But he's not doing it right now, but he does that before he goes into transition. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. It's 110. Wait. Dart will probably do a lot of damage too. I don't know why I'm not doing it. Guess just to level up his volcano, I guess. Lavit should really just be guarding at this point. Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? No, that was the rogue one. Oh no. But he's gonna bite me right now. Or not. It's 1:11. I got 4 minutes left. Use a burnout dart. Dang it. I can't get the right amount of grip on what I'm doing. I'm doing it so slow. I lost like the muscle capacity to grip it. It's 112 right now. Okay, he's gonna do the spray. That's the nostril cannon. In the Japan version, he does 2 bites and then the nostril cannon every single time. And it's really, really cheap. Alright, I don't think that's gonna do it, but maybe one more. Yeah, I lost my muscles. My muscles is gone. Alright, we won. Booyaka booyaka! 6199! Booyaka booyaka! That's my little. We did it. Now let's go back on the way to this castle. Shana! Shana! You have to say it more like that. Alright, with the okie doke. Will we make it out of here before 115? That's the real question. We're at 114 right now. We're not gonna make it out to the save point. But we beat the boss. Alright. More God's amulet, spinning cane. We got 15 seconds left. No, we got 20 seconds left. Alrighty up, you nincompoops. 10 seconds. You're not gonna make this. Oh! Alright, time's up. I did it though. Healing potion, I'll take it. I'll take it. So I could get through this without using a charm potion, but I don't think I will. I did it. I had the utmost confidence in me, man. The most confidence I've ever had in anything in my entire life. Alright, so I'm gonna save it right here. A little cheap out on the encounters. Little cheap trick. Save it in the middle of the road, and when you come back, you load the game and it resets your encounter steps. Feeling me, Plume? Are you feeling me, Jetty? Feeling you. I forgot that guy's name. That guy was sick. Alright, so I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna put up the menu real quick, or maybe I'll just put up the... Hold up. Let's do this properly. I'm gonna get some music and we'll set ourselves out into the sunset. Are you feeling me? Are you feeling me? Feels good, man. Feels stream. I got like a streaming playlist. This is what it would be like if I were to stream. I'll do something like this. But my computer, man, can't do much for the nerfed computer. So yeah, it's gonna be like 9 days until the. I was about to say 9 days until the remake of Legend of Dragoon. It's gonna be 9 days before the 20th anniversary. Hold your breath, cross your fingers. You know, I'm gonna try to do some stuff. There's my artwork right there. Maybe I'll show this off real quick. I'll try to show it off. So yeah, I was going to do like a little thing where I like draw some art for each day leading up to the 20th anniversary for characters. And here's like a little drawing I did for Rose. I didn't complete it. I didn't draw the rest of her hand up there. It's alright. It's alright. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Yeah, I got the appropriate music playing. Alright. So yeah, I was gonna do like a drawing for each character for every day. But then I was like, man, I'm too tired to do that. So I don't know, maybe I'll do another drawing of a character. If you guys want that, if you guys, you know, if you want that, then I might consider it. Yeah. That's one rose. Here's another rose. This is a bit more, you know, bit more biscuits to share, bit more, you know, bit more of the manga look. You see, I have a manga look. Yeah, there's a manga for this. It's a bit more of the manga hairstyle. Her hairstyle in the manga is more puffy and kind of more 80s like, kind of like Ghost in a Shell, kind of like that. It's kind of like a more cartoon vibe to it. So yeah, if you guys want that, if you guys want more pictures, then I might oblige to it, and we'll go from there. So may peace be with. Always keep your heads up. Deuces, dos, both, adios, stay cool. And if you like my content, be sure to show some love. But always and always be sure to show some love to the people that matter to you. First and foremost, don't you ever forget that, you know? Damn, this picture looks nice. I don't know, maybe it does. I have like crooked eyes. I can't really tell if anything's like symmetrical. I have problems with that. So it's really hard for me to tell. I like draw a picture for like hours, and then I look at it the next day, and then it's like mismatched everywhere. It's like she got a triangle eyes and a square shaped left eye. You know, it's just all over the place. But yeah. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a good week. Hopefully you guys have a good day. I'll try to continue with this nonsense. And stay cool. Peace.